Recording in progress.
Good evening, everybody. This is the Community Preservation Committee. Excuse me. It's Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. I have exactly 5:08. My watch says 5:08. This meeting will be video recorded and broadcast over local access channel 8 and through the town website at www.eastham-ma.gov. And I'm looking at the agenda. And the second item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from March 4th, 2026. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of March 4th, 2026? And Dan, I have you as absent for that meeting.
That is correct.
Excuse me. Bob, do I have a
Move to
second?
approve the minutes with that notation.
I'm sorry, Janet?
Move to approve the minutes with that correction.
No, it's noted that he's not there. Yeah.
But
Oh,
also, Mary,
yes, Janet.
also later in the minutes, it says that he had made a motion on number 5. So he couldn't have made the motion if he wasn't there, correct?
That is correct.
Let me see, number 5.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah, number 5, yep. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Thank you, Janet.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as amended?
Mary, I don't
Motion
think,
to approve
Yeah,
the
Dan?
minutes as amended.
yeah, I don't think you can do that because we have to fill in the correct name of who did that motion. And if we don't have it here tonight,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah,
have
we'll
to
have to look
postpone
and
it.
see who did, yeah. Thank you, Dan.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll have to look and see who voted for you.
right. We were at the Panama Canal that day.
Okay, so we will fix that and put that on the agenda for our next meeting.
Correct.
So we will not vote for it today. And thank you, Janet, and thank you, Dan,
Okay.
and we'll proceed on. I'm going to take one item out of the listing here, and I'm going to move now to item number 8, because I'd like to do that. And originally, I was thinking that we might have some people that were leaving early, so I wanted to do it beginning rather than at the end. Item number 8 is the committee members, and we were chatting about it earlier. But this is the time that we need to reorg, and we need to decide who the ongoing chair, vice chair, and clerk will be for the upcoming fiscal year. Do I have a nomination for chair for the upcoming fiscal year?
I would nominate Mary to be chair. She's done a great job and I'm sure she will continue to do so.
I second that.
Dan, that's Dan and Janet.
Mary, Eileen Morgan has joined the meeting.
I'm sorry?
Eileen Morgan has joined online.
Oh, she just came, oh, good. Thanks, Paul. Okay, so we have a motion to nominate Mary Shaw to be the oncoming chair by Dan and seconded by Janet. All in favor?
Does she accept?
Yeah, I'll accept.
Aye.
I'll accept. Eileen?
Aye.
Eileen, Dan,
Aye.
Joanna,
Aye.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Bob and me, 6-0. Okay, and vice chair is currently Dan. Do I have a motion to nominate a vice chair?
I nominate
Does Dan
Dan.
want to continue?
I'm sorry, Joanna?
I nominate Dan to continue as vice
Yeah,
chair.
yeah,
Second.
okay, that's Joanna, and that's Bob. Are you going to accept, Dan?
Absolutely. Humbly, yes.
Okay, all in favor of Dan continuing to be the vice chair? Bob, myself, Dan,
Yeah, aye.
Joanna,
Aye.
Eileen is an aye. Janet?
Aye.
Aye. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6-0. And we have a clerk, and I believe the current clerk is Joanna?
And I am just, I'm going off the Open Space Committee. This month is my last meeting.
Oh.
Michelle Vian is interested in representing open space starting in September. So I probably shouldn't, I probably, yeah, I will be resigning from the CPA committee.
Even though your term wasn't up until,
Well, that's why it's sort of odd, because I will be off open space. I'm not re-upping that, so.
Oh,
open
okay.
space is a rep, so I'm not, I don't know why they're, well, I do know why they're skewed like that. But if something happens and Michelle isn't able to do it, I could fill out my term, but I wouldn't be on the open space committee anymore. Anyway, I'm making it more complicated than it is.
yeah, okay.
But
So you're recommending, and because of your decision on the open space, to appoint somebody else to be clerk? That's correct, right?
And then the only thing is, for the annual report, and you look at what was done previous and you update it, and that's fairly straightforward. And Kristen helped, and Paul helped fill in the details. So that's the big job of clerk.
Right, mm-hmm. Yep. Is there somebody that would be interested in replacing Joanna, who's done an excellent job as far as the vice chair is concerned? I mean, not vice chair, the clerk, I'm sorry, the clerk. Not a lot of people are raising their hand.
No, I don't see any reason why Joanna could not assume clerk now. And if she were to leave the board, then we could reassign clerk at that time.
At the time that she leaves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that,
I'm willing to serve as clerk, unless I can't.
until you
Okay.
can't?
So I nominate her
Okay.
for clerk.
So Dan, you're nominating Joanna?
Correct.
Okay, and I'll second that. All in favor? Bob, Mary, Dan,
Aye. Aye.
Janet,
Yeah.
Aye.
Eileen, Joanna. I can't see everybody's hands or anything up there. Is everybody agreeing?
Yes.
Okay, 6-0.
6-0.
Thanks, Bob.
So I
Okay.
guess I have to stay on through December.
Thanks, everybody. So we have a chair, vice chair, and a clerk for the upcoming fiscal year. Okay, I'm back to the agenda on item number 3, review CPA financials. And, let's see, let me pull that out. Does anybody have any questions, comments regarding, I'm looking first at the CPA cash balance. I guess the only comment that I'd like to make is I'm looking at the tax collections, and it's $1.1 million, which is a little bit less than what we took in last year, but the taxes weren't due until May 1st, so I'm assuming that people paid, like myself, on May 1st. So the information that would be showing up there, the number, would be higher once we get the next month's, the end of April, end of May, rather. Any questions on the CPA cash balance? I had a question on the historic, and maybe I can get in touch with Tina. It has to do with the $9,797 shown as a plus under the historic, and I think it has to do with the Schoolhouse Museum. And but it's a different figure. Last month it was $4,382. So I'm not sure why I'm not sure what's happened. in the meantime, I'll get in touch with Tina and talk to her about it. And let's see, we'll go on to the projects list. Are there any comments there? Tina has very nicely put together down at the bottom where we've received monies, paid out monies rather, for the Sandy Meadow and also the Hack Brewster Housing Project. So we're moving along there. I had, actually, I do have a question on the historic property survey, which was this past year of 40,000. And I don't see that any money has been spent on that. So maybe you could bring that to the next meeting that you have? Yeah. To see what's going on there.
I'm sorry, Mary, what was the request?
It's the historic property,
Right,
the
the amount,
40,000.
and you want to know why there's not been.
Nothing shows up as being spent.
Yes,
Yeah. If you could check to see what the status of it is, I'd appreciate it.
okay.
Yeah, okay. And Joanna, on the Deacon Payne, the 50,000, do you have any
Yes,
going?
I have an update.
Okay,
It has closed, and Henry sent the deed and a cover letter to Tina, and he must have used some strange address. It bounced back.
oh, no.
So it's been purchased, and so ECF needs to be reimbursed. So we need to let Tina and Henry hook up. But the
Yeah.
deed's been recorded and it's changed hands. So
Yeah,
We have the invoice and we can process
yes,
that.
yeah.
on
If
Friday.
Tina can get in touch with Henry to get that information, that would be
yeah,
great.
yeah, okay. How did things get lost in the shuffle or something, or?
It's just a
Well,
incorrect
initially
email.
there was
We
was
have
a
Oh, oh.
snafu
Has it.
with the deed because it was it's one of those, it was in the wrong part, land court, and needed to go, nothing to do with CPA funds.
okay,
but
okay.
The deed had to be redone, so that was a delay.
Mm-hmm.
But it has happened, so.
Okay.
the
Very good.
1,000 is, very welcome to reimburse the land trust.
Okay, thank you, Joanna.
Oh, and they'll need a CPA sign, of course,
Mhm.
For 20 Deacon Payne. So one of those, Paul and Kristen,
Yep.
ready for that too. It's a nice little neighborhood. Thanks.
The Shrek mailbox. I live across the street.
Oh. Okay, I'm moving on to the, if nobody has any other questions on the financial stuff, excuse me. I'm moving on to the item number 4, which is the town meeting recap. And I didn't know whether anybody had any comments regarding that. I did put down, I wrote down on the WIF article, that passed 409 for yes and 55 no, so I thought that was interesting. And on the reduction of the CPA surcharge, 393 voted yes and 61 no. So I thought that was a plus as far as the 2 items that we were trying to get passed. And all of the CPA grants passed. Are there any other comments or questions about the town meeting itself? I just want to also add that the 2 articles I've just discussed, there are going to be on the November ballot, when the state and local ballots are being taken care of, or being balloted or being posted. And because of the issues associated with the November ballot and these 2 articles, I have spoken to Paul and Kristen to have Rich join us for a meeting to discuss these 2 articles that will be on the November ballot. He wasn't able to join us today, but we're planning on having him at our next meeting, which is on September 2nd, I believe it is, September 2nd. So I just wanted you to know that we've asked Rich to join us to discuss those two articles that will be on the November ballot when we meet in September. Moving on, the windmill weekend discussion, and the windmill weekend is September 11th, 12th, and 13th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And in the past, we've had a booth, and it's been recommended that we join in this year with the Affordable Housing Trust and have a booth together. And also, they want, I understand, people to have their booths not, in the past, we've only done it on a Saturday, and now they want everybody to keep their booths there for Saturday and Sunday. So that would be 2 days. So we'll be working on how we'll set that up with the Affordable Housing Trust, and working out if people are interested in getting involved with the booth on those 2 days. I don't know what everybody's schedule is. Maybe you could all tell us if you're interested in helping out on one of those 2 days and what times you might be available to assist. Is there any other question on the windmill weekend plan? Okay, we're down to the final reports. And we have two final reports, fiscal year '26. It's the Lower Cape housing for the 10,000. Do I have a motion to approve the final report for the Lower Cape housing, $10,000?
Move to
Joanne-
approve.
I'm sorry. Did one of you speak? I'm not sure.
So move.
Oh, Eileen. Oh, okay.
Second.
Bob. All in favor of approving the final report?
Mary,
Yeah.
I'll second it. I'll second it.
I think Bob
Oh,
seconded.
I didn't hear him. Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, is your thing on? Yeah. Yeah, it's on now.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have it on, so
Very good.
thank you. So all in favor of approving the fiscal year 26 Lower Cape Housing grant for 10,000? Joanna?
Aye.
Joanna, Dan, Janet,
Aye.
Eileen, 4, Bob and I, 6-0. And that was first by Eileen and second by Bob. And we have one other final report, and that is the kiosks at Wiley Park, where we provided $11,000, and $1,300 is still left over. It's being returned. Do I have a motion to approve the final report for Wiley Park kiosks?
So moved.
Janet?
I'll second it.
Dan? Any other further discussion on the kiosks? All in favor? Joanna? Dan?
Aye.
Janet? Eileen, 4, Bob and I,
Aye.
6-0. Okay. Thank you, everybody, and we're now down to item number, excuse me, item number 7, signs, CPA signs. And I think all of you have seen the big signs that we've used all over the years. And I went down to the Chatham Sign Shop, which is where we've gotten those signs in the past, and wondering whether we could get some similar signs, but in a smaller size, in order to put them in places where the large sign might not be appropriate. And they said that they could put something exactly like we currently have on the same type of wood, just in a 8 by 12 size, so that we could put it into a room rather than places where now we're putting them outside, like we have at the Field of Dreams and the windmill, et cetera. And they said, I asked them how much they would cost, and they said they could do them for about $100 each, or a little bit cheaper if we got 10 of them at a time. And before I ask you for your thoughts on that, I'm going to let Kristen talk about the other sign that you've done some work on, that I think you all have a copy of, and it was in the packet.
Yeah, I sent it in the email. It's this one here. I also sent an idea of the size that it would be. And I spoke with Kayla, and she's just going to update the verbiage and make sure the picture is good to go. But you can use the QR code to scan right to our website. We can have this at tabled events and in town hall as well. And this quote is about $119 and without tax and shipping, of course. But if that's something that the committee would like to do, it can be retracted and easily moved to different locations.
And you said it was $119, Kristen? Plus,
At the time that I took the snip online, it was $119 for the product without tax and shipping.
and I think when we spoke, it was similar to the one that what the Friends have at the library, where you pull it up and.
Yes.
It's on a stand of some sort where you,
Fully retractable, yes, and you can,
does that include the stand as well?
it did have the stand
It's
within
not-
this.
It's not just the sign itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do people think about both of these items? They're very different, and I'm not saying we should do one or the other or both or whatever. I just like your thoughts on the two items that we've just been discussing. Maybe you have some questions.
I think that the buying the 10 smaller signs is a good idea. I can agree that if you put this inside a room near the door entry of something, the existing signs are too big. So I would think that having the availability of the smaller signs, and if you're buying 10 makes sense from a price point, I think it makes sense that we do that. That's what I have on that one. The banner, I honestly don't have any feelings one way or another. I don't have any problem with it, but I'd like to hear other people and their ideas.
Is it easily moved?
Once you retract it,
Banner?
yes.
Yeah, the banner?
Yeah, see the thing at the bottom?
Yeah, just
Snaps
folds
down in
down
and-
and you
And
push,
the
yeah,
stand
yeah.
snaps right onto the back of it.
yeah.
So you could have it at the windmill weekend or
And they're not
at
they're
the
not that heavy to carry.
farmer's market.
That's what I was wondering about.
No, they're not, it's not that big a deal.
One of the
How would
reasons,
it do, how
sorry,
would it do in the wind?
Probably not well in an open space.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you had it at Windmill
Yeah,
Weekend
that's-
outside
yeah.
in the park area,
That
it may
could
be
be
a
a problem.
problem.
I agree with you, Dan. I've been there on the Windmill Green for this Windmill Weekend, and a couple of times it has been very windy, and I'm constantly picking up even the big signs because
Right.
they're blowing over. So something like this
And it
might,
could just go shoop.
yeah, that's right. Put it under the table if the weather wasn't appropriate for the time, yeah.
It is timeless also. The QR code will always link to the CPA website as well. There isn't anything that would need to be updated.
I'm also looking at our budget, and we have plenty of money in the administrative account, so there's no issue as far as paying for that, and also getting some signs. And as I said, the Chatham Fish, I'm thinking of fish for some reason. The Chatham Sign Shop said that they would not charge $100 if we were to get, I think, 10 of them. It would be, I don't have the price that they would charge, but it would be a little bit less than $100 if we were to get 10 at one time. And I'm thinking of places there might be put, because we gave the town hall here $1 million for this renovation, and I don't think there's any CPA sign associated with the town hall. So maybe we could put it in front lobby, a small sign in the front lobby rather than something outside, I don't know.
I don't know, $1 million, it should be.
Yeah, right. The biggest we can get it. And when I was talking with Paul a while back, I was thinking of other places. The Methodist church where we gave monies for the bathroom there. I'm thinking that would be a good spot for a sign too. And I'm sure there are other places that we haven't thought of, that we need. So how many signs do we have left? Because we got,
Still have a
a
few.
while back,
We
I ordered 12 and we've used a couple of them, I think, but
we have at least 7 or 8.
7 or 8 left.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, of the big ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what do other people think about the small signs and the other sign that we've been discussing that folds up?
Well, it kind of dovetails into item 9,
Yeah, yeah,
right? You're trying to create more awareness and a better brand.
yeah, yeah.
QR code feeds into that. And, you know, if it's windy, you put it down. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
it and you can put it up and you can leave it up here somewhere and, you know, anything you can do to get the brand out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, because I think we need to do a better job.
So $125 is not,
Yeah, yeah. So,
And I like the idea of which one does the company in Chatham makes?
the Chatham Sign Shop makes the 8x12 one. It's just, it's exactly the same same sign that we currently have in the large size. It's just
Yeah.
the same thing in an 8x12 sign, sides.
It would be nice to support a sort of local, and somebody can go pick it up, but with maybe shipping is cheaper than gas prices. Who knows? But I like that.
Yep.
It's a company.
Eileen, Janet, do you have any comments, questions, thoughts? Yes or no?
I like the roll up in those areas where there's no wind. I thought that was a good idea.
Yep, yep.
To note that we might have to have 2 different signs for different conditions.
I'm not sure what you mean with that last statement. What the difference? Different signs mean for different occasions, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Any other,
Yeah, and
excuse me?
it does no harm to have our, the information made available locally wherever the funding has been spent.
Yep, yep. I agree.
I have a suggestion. If the committee's comfortable with the concept of getting these signs, you could authorize use of the admin funds up to a certain amount, which I would just say $500. That would allow Kristen to, if she finds, we might get 2 signs. Maybe we can get one that's a stick in the ground sign that might be better for certain areas or not. I don't think there's any harm in having that. Then we can order those signs and we'd have all the bases covered. But and I think we could cover that, you know, in less than 500. But if you just give that cap, and then we just got enough, we can research, get them ordered, and because I think at the farmer's market or something, maybe one of those stick in the ground or something with a has a weighted base on it or something. There's all kinds of options. So, and maybe this one's better for indoors or whatever. So,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think we can have it.
It's also easier, the big ones are heavy, so the small ones would be easier to.
Right,
to
because
move.
going into the next item, you know, at the farmers markets, town hall, leading up to, you know, when we get in end of the summer and the fall, when the grant cycle opens, having that upstairs in the lobby or switching it over at the library, different places, whatever. See,
Council on Aging. whatever.
so I think we can get use, and maybe 2 is worth it.
So, but I'm just talking about the dollar figure. So let's say the roll-up is 150, I don't know, just, that's an even number.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about the smaller signs, which were about $100 without getting a larger number. So if we were to get, say we were to get 5 of those, if we were to get 5 and then the roll-up, that's $650. I think maybe we just say $1,000 and to cover, I'm guessing $1,000 to cover the roll-up and some of the smaller signs, depending upon what the price they'll give us. Does that make, up to 1,000, does that make sense for everybody?
Yes.
From the administrative account?
What's the break on the price if you order 10 or more?
Yes, right, that's what,
What's the break? Do you know?
he didn't tell me what the break would be. We just said it would be cheaper, 10 or more.
I think Paul's suggestion was based on $500 to get 2 of these, or something
No,
similar.
I don't, yeah.
I mean, I don't anticipate that.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but you were just talking about this sign.
Yeah, yes,
this
yes.
sign.
Yeah.
So he was saying, go ahead and get the 10 of these. Get the price break, because there's no date or anything on these. They're
Right,
never gonna
right,
go out of
that's
style.
right.
And then authorize, so essentially 2 votes.
Two votes, one for the smaller signs and one for the roll-up.
Right, one up to $500 to allow Kristen to have
Oh, okay.
some latitude to get perhaps 2 of these. If you're that concerned about the wind.
Yeah.
I would just put it down, but that's,
Yeah, you just fold it down.
right. So
Yeah,
make a motion on,
so 10,
for 10, for.
To
up-
10 of
up to
those.
10 of these.
Yeah,
Whatever,
yeah.
and whatever the price break is. And then make a motion up to $500 to allow Kristen to do the research and get those taken care of.
Yep.
Can I
Probably,
just make a single, I just offer a single motion for both? I move to approve up to $2,000 for Kristen to purchase 2 of the stick in the ground ones and 10 of the other ones if there's a price break. And whatever is left goes back into the administrative fund, but up to 2,000 for both those items.
second,
to be paid from the administrative account.
correct.
Yeah. Do I have a second on that?
Yes,
Second.
That's Bob.
yep.
Do I have further discussion on the 2,000 and the 2 types of signage that we're talking about? All in favor? Joanna, Dan, Janet, Eileen,
6.
Aye.
6-0.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do we want to consider putting the scanned image into our wooden signs? The information scan. I don't know if the maker of the sign can do it.
And you say
But
this,
if where you scan and it gives you the information, on the banner.
QR code.
There's a QR code.
you're talking about, is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, the QR code. And now the question is, it just came to mind, do we want that on our wooden signs?
I think it's an engraving.
Well, obviously, that would change the entire sign, because it's not on there now,
Yes, yes.
and it would
But is
obviously
this something
change
we're
the
trying to-
cost.
The other,
Well, we have enough money. I think we have enough money on the cost because we got $2,000. That's why I didn't bring it up before the motion.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to get this QR into our signage?
the only concern that, I don't know, I mean, I've seen the signs around, how well do they wear?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if the QR code gets any kind of wear on it, then it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We
then they-
can't- Replace,
Doesn't the Park Service have QR codes on their signs? I'm
Not
thinking
the-
of Fort
not-
Hill.
not that I'm aware of.
Okay, because I know you could take put your camera up and aim it at something. I'm not sure. I don't know how to use them, so I never tried it. But they've got something that you can aim your camera at and get more information.
The Open Space Committee, Fossil Graphics, they're putting a QR code on those signs that are gonna go in Sandy Meadow. So supposedly they are weather worthy.
Yeah, I don't,
Alex
these-
Bates, the conservation agent, has been working with Fossil Graphics for those Sandy Meadow signs, and I know there's a QR on it.
Yeah, these signs, the fossil graphics have UV treated and it's all fade resistant. These are not
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a question, that's
Yeah, no,
all.
it's a good question, Dan.
I like the idea.
Okay, so, we're back to the motion for the $2,000 by Joanna and Bob, 6-0
Right.
for the signage and the roll-up. Is everybody okay with that proceeding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All righty, thanks. Let me see, where are we here?
Number 9.
So number 9, the media. And as we've been discussing and with the signage stuff that we've just been talking about, we need to discuss how we might be able to do a better job of letting people know that we have the committee here and that we are interested in receiving folks' grant options. And I know in the past, a long time ago, I put something into the Provincetown Independent. And in talking with Paul and Kristen the other day, they talked about maybe Kayla doing a podcast of some sort or to discuss the,
Yeah, and you were gonna be on it.
yeah, that's right, right. I'm sorry, Dan?
No, nothing, I coughed.
Okay. Does anybody have any other thoughts on, and you said something about the radio.
The radio will provide a free PSA,
Yeah,
and we can do that 1 to 2 times a month for that.
and how would that be done? I mean,
Paul had a great idea that I'm going to look into to see if it would be free and included.
Jingle?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so,
he's gonna
On the-
sing?
no, well, I know they'll do a basic, just read something, but I listened to the radio station online on the Nantucket radio station. I just usually have it on at home, and so I hear all these local ads, and they do one all the time for the Nantucket CPA. And they have it like, it's not a jingle, but it's like a town crier. The guy's ringing a bell and he says, "Hear ye, hear ye." And they make it sound old timey, but it was just kind of a neat thing. So then I figured, well, we have WOMR out of P-Town is our local. So I just thought might be something we can stretch our creative legs and maybe do something. But if it gets too complicated, they will just simply read a script. But if we want to try to do something with a little production value,
Is there a set period of time for something like this, and is it free?
It is free.
yeah, it's free.
Free. But are you given, it's only to be 1 minute, 2 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to work with I'm sure the radio station has parameters, but
Like an event, a town event. It's an announcement, just a short.
What are people's thoughts on this and any other ideas that you might have?
so if you don't mind, maybe Kristen can just run through real quick what she had. Because she's kind of got a menu of things that we were going to roll out.
There.
Oh. Is this mine?
Yes.
Do other people have?
And not online.
Okay,
I just put it together today.
Okay, Bob has one. And I could give one to Jeff.
So I did leave a voicemail for the Provincetown Independent to see if they do a free PSA option or if they would do a write-up on our CPA, what we've done prior, and our upcoming application and deadline. Also, you spoke about the podcast, but the Facebook, I have an email to Kayla as well, and she's always open to post on Facebook. So we would be able to do some CPA information highlight, past projects, and then the new application when it opens. And we can do that most likely 2 to 3 times a month. It's like once a week, I'm sure she would be able to fit us in. She already posts when we're having our meetings also, but those posts can also link back to our website. And the Chamber of Commerce, I spoke with them today. They do an email blast. I'm not sure if you all are aware, but if you go to their website, it's not just for chamber members, it's free to the public as well. So you can enter your email in, and then whoever's on that blast, so I can put in what we have on Facebook or create something else, put the QR code, link it back to our website for applications and information as well. And we spoke about the Windmill Weekend and the signs, Farmers Market and Town Hall with the signs. YouTube, these meetings are recorded as well. It's on YouTube. I can also link that on our page so that it can connect to just get more information out to folks, so they can see past meetings and perhaps get involved. And then I did post the application on the website. I have the new applications for fiscal year '28, and then I'd like to update some things on there to add more highlights on past projects and upcoming application as well.
Just a couple of comments, on the Windmill Weekend, and you have brochures down there, we have had brochures down, and I didn't bring one with me, but I have one from the last year or the year before. Do they need, I'm trying to remember whether, I hope not, but are there dates in there?
I'm not sure, but I can update those and add the any additional information you would like to put or new pictures.
Yeah.
Whichever, we can update
Yeah,
those.
because I'd have to look and see if there are dates that would need to be changed.
Sure.
As far as past,
I can update those.
yeah, look, I have that question.
Did we get those printed somewhere?
Yeah,
They looked like, I'm not sure, I could look up, but they did look like regular paper trifolds.
yeah, I think, I don't know, Stacy might be able to
Put 'em
tell you
together.
how, what she did
Okay.
on that. And there was something else I have, in the past, I sent something to the P-Town Independent. I wrote something down for them.
Okay.
And there are different ways of putting it in there, but sometimes they don't want it in the announcements if you're also sending the same thing to another paper and announcing the same thing. So sometimes you have to be a little careful on how you do that. What else is there? Any other, the farmer's market. I think that, and we're talking about the roll-up for that, and you see, when does that start? That's at Friday mornings? Is it still gonna be Friday mornings?
Yes.
Yeah,
From 9 to 12,
from
I
9 to
believe.
12.
The town will have a table from what I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. We obviously, we didn't have a table there. Would it make sense to have a table there? Or isn't there one of the booths is just for people that are associated with the town?
Yes, so
Maybe somebody could just be there handing out brochures or
it's gonna
answering
be, I
questions.
think, a rotating list of staff members who will just take turns
Yeah, yeah.
throughout the season and be down there, so it could be any number of things that we
Mm-hmm.
can, so we'll have, our goal is to have at least a few times where someone will be
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there and specific with the CPA stuff.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help
Yeah.
out with that. Any other thoughts or comments on how we might be able to get our information out there?
Do we know who the targets are?
As far as who would be.
Who would be applying?
interested in applying?
List anywhere of the potential targets for
Well, we don't have,
grants?
I don't have a list that I'm aware of.
I mean, we know the
Committees.
groups and organizations that
Town,
recurringly,
Right, we know who's applied in the past and who
Oh, yeah.
continually applies every year, but are there people out there who could benefit and perhaps just don't know about it, who might benefit from a direct outreach? Whether it's a mailer, a postcard, or something, to let them know that the program exists. Are there potential people out there who don't know about the potential for a grant and would?
I'm sure the answer to that is yes, but I don't know.
Wonder how we can
Kinda
find
think
out who
through-
they are.
Yeah, figure out how to find that out, but
And hopefully with the chamber email blast also, that will connect to a lot. I'm not sure how many, I didn't ask how many folks are on their email blast, but that would reach a good amount of people as well.
No, it's a good question, Bob. I'm sure there are probably people out there, I mean, committees, organizations, things like
I
that.
just don't know how to find them. I don't know how to find them. And it could be something as simple as a postcard, a little colorful with the QR code on it.
I wonder if, we send out stuff and with it, when we send out the tax bills, and we send out something in there about the tax aid committee and stuff like, and dog stuff like that. I'm wondering whether they might not like to have another item added into the envelope, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it's possible. We kind of have to coordinate that because there's always something. They really can only put like one thing in, and it has to be the letter because it can't
Yeah.
change the size or weight of the letter with the tax bill. So there's always usually a list of different things vying to get in there. So, but
Yeah.
I think at some point we can do that.
Yeah, Mary?
Joanna?
Yeah, just the two biggest categories are most, the affordable housing and the open space one. Open space, people who it's land acquisition, so the local land trust, the Eastham Conservation Foundation, the Open Space Committee, which is what I'm on, people will call, if people are interested, they'll call the town and get Alex Bates, conservation agent. We'll find out. And so we usually channel the open space things. So that I think the organizations that know about it, they kind of know how to route things, and we channel them. For housing, I think maybe Eileen can mention more of that. It's a similar thing that organizations that would put in an application, many of them do know about CPA. So I don't know how much more you're going to get by trying to find individuals, because they'll start asking, they'll call someone at town hall, and then they're going to get the Affordable Housing Trust. They'll sort of, that's how they're going to find out, I think, for those things. Historic preservation, maybe a little, well, they'll talk to the historical society folks and then get channeled that way. So thinking about it from the categories, I think we cover things pretty well.
Yeah, does the town post anything on that next door site?
No.
That might be another venue. I know nothing about it, but
What is it called? Next?
next door, and you sign up and, sort of questions about where can I find a plumber, or I've got this available, or, lots of different things on it.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it myself, so,
That's okay.
yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll, I think we'll work with Kristen and Paul, and we'll try to figure out how to proceed, and if people are interested in doing one thing or another, depending upon what we decide to do or write about, we'll be in touch. Is there anything else that people want to discuss regarding the media question? I'm going to go on to item number 10. It's other business, and the only thing I have under other business is the fact that Kristen has put together a schedule for the next year, for 2026, 2027. And we have reserved the rooms that we need for the time period. 2 rooms, we will be in the small meeting room, but the rest of the time we'll be in this room here, the Earl Mountain Room. Does everybody have a?
They do not. That was just confirmed today, so I can
Yeah,
email
for
that
the
out.
The 2 small meeting rooms, yeah. So everything, we do have a schedule, and Kristen will be sending it out to you, so you can mark your calendars for the upcoming year. And our next meeting is September 2nd at, here at Earl Mountain Room at 5 o'clock. Do I have any other business to discuss?
Just as a reminder, the September 2nd meeting, that's our regular meeting, but we will also use that for
yes.
the annual, we're required to have an annual public hearing. And we usually do that in September to coincide. So I'll have a PowerPoint. We just go over the basics of kind of CPA 101, overview of what we do. It's, so just to the members who are representing their individual committees, that's also a time where it's just to get the word out. So just don't be shy on the September meeting. It's a chance to say historic does this, this is open space, so forth. So, and I anticipate we'll have discussion about the ballot questions.
Yes.
And if all of this outreach works, we may actually get some folks to come. It's usually not, there's not really a huge
attend.
attendance on this, but
Right,
so
right.
maybe, because we want people to come find out about CPA if they're thinking about an application, but they're not sure. That's kind of the last chance before the deadline starts getting close, so.
And I've been keeping track of some information as I've gone through the workshop for the civics workshop. And some information came out there with the recreation department, some ideas of what they would like in the future. And I want to talk to Linda Sassy on what she requested monies last year, and she was going to look into further as far as the records were concerned. And I had, oh yeah, I had something else. Oh, I know. The Climate Action Committee has also put together their plan, and it was approved by the Select Board 4-0 at one of their last Select Board meetings. And I have their list of ideas for the Climate Action Committee, and I'm thinking that perhaps there might be something in there that we can support. And so we may put together something there. So our next meeting is September 2nd, and as Paul said, it will be the annual public hearing. We've also asked Rich to join us for that meeting for regarding the November ballot issues. Is there anything else that anybody would like to bring up at this time? Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn? Nobody
So
wants
moved.
to adjourn? Dan?
Yes.
Do I have a second? Bob? All in favor? All in favor of adjourning? Joanna, Dan, Janet, Eileen, 6-0, Bob and myself. And I have 601? Oh, yeah.